Red eyes, strobe lights moving across the walls. You're looking like a movie star, but I don't know just what you are. Seems like you're type to be on the floor. You're looking for a kind of queen, the baddest one you've ever seen. You're shining bright as crystal, moving like a twister. Ooh, I'm swaying to the hits, boy, loving every disco. Ooh, so you say you're loving somebody else, that I am only for the night. Yeah, you say you're gone and still you're in my bed. You're loving how I read your mind. So you say, so you say, so I play, I don't love you anyway. So you say, so you say, so I play, I don't love you anyway. I don't love you anyway. Stay low, swing high, move me across the floor. You've got me in a kind of dream, the baddest one I've ever seen. All night, all wild, howling at the moon. You've got me in a place unknown, free falling and I'm letting go. You're shining bright as crystal, moving like a twister. Ooh, I'm swaying to the hits, boy, loving every disco. Ooh, so you say you're loving somebody else, that I am only for the night.
Hey, just a quick one for me. The team are pleased that you've declined that meeting. Gold star, brownie points, etc., etc. I guess we'll see if anything else more exciting comes calling, but let's focus on our current seat for now.
Well, as the sun goes down, the speeds go up. It's almost time to get underway for this shootout for the fastest time and the best possible grid position for tomorrow's race. Let's get on with it. It's qualifying for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Goodbye for now then, but really we're just getting started. Make sure to join us again for Lights Out tomorrow. We're here again then at a circuit famous for its stunning visuals and thrilling battles for glory. Who will take the spotlight in the Bahrain Grand Prix today? Formula One returns to the desert today on this exceptional 3.36-mile circuit. 15 corners provide plenty of overtaking opportunities, and it could be a strategic race, this one, with Sakhir notorious for eating up the rear tyres. Watch out for drivers managing their rubber at some point during the Grand Prix. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Oscar Piastri lines up on pole position, with Charles Leclerc alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Sainz, and Sir Lewis Hamilton, and Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Hayes, Antonelli, and Alex Albon, Russell, Gasly, Lance Stroll, and Bortoletto, Pierce, Colapinto, Ollie Behrman, and Nico Hülkenberg. Lawson, Hadjar, Aaron, and Jack Doohan rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time for Lights Out, so let's go down to the track. And striding into our commentary box to join us today, the man, the myth, the legend, Anthony Davidson. So we're getting close to the start of the race. What will this driver be experiencing? Big nerves, big excitement, what?
Always extra nerves at the start of the race, Gruffy. It's probably at the start of the race, it's where your heart rate's at its highest in anticipation. And you've got to be in the right mindset. You've got to be thinking there inside the car, what can go right? How can I be opportunistic rather than what can go wrong? And how do I protect my position? Look forward and stay positive. It's easy to say, very hard to do when you're in that position.
All right, let's have a quick radio check, please. Radio check. Okay, here we go. I know what you can do. Don't let me down. Now use DRS. DRS now available. Come on, you can win that place back. Okay, Sonny, that's Hamilton behind. We want to keep them behind, please. It's critical for our race. Okay, gap to the car in front, 3.6 seconds. Nice work, you smashed it. Really good job on hitting that target, mate. Okay, final lap, let's go, final lap. Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
Charles Leclerc, what a drive, what a victory. He wins.
To witness such mastery of these conditions, these changeable conditions that we saw today, is very impressive indeed. So a huge congratulations to this driver for taking victory today.
From lights out to the checkered flag, each and every driver has this moment in the back of their mind. Now it's time for their celebrations. Our podium, it awaits. And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Yes, it is I, Leclerc, Charles Leclerc on top. After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.